Hi family, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you the recipe for pumpkin spice cake. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. If you're not subscribed yet, please feel free to hit that red button. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 whole eggs at room temperature, 2 cups of our prepared pumpkin, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons baking soda and 2 teaspoons baking powder. For the spice mix, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, half teaspoon nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon each of cloves, allspice, ginger, and salt. I have 1/4 cup of applesauce, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 3/4 cups of oil. And that's it. No mixer required for this cake. I'm going to use my stick blender, but you can use a whisk. This is how I prepare my pan, just with some oil. You can use a spray. And then I just add some flour and dust it. So first thing I'm going to do is combine our dry ingredients, the flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and spices. I'm going to give that a good mix. And then we're going to move on to the wet ingredients. We're going to puree the pumpkin with the sugars, because remember, the pumpkin that I prepared has not been pureed yet. And you definitely want to puree that before you start making your cake. And there you have it. It's time to add the rest of our wet ingredients. You can use a whisk for this part. For your pumpkin and sugar, you want to do that in your blender, at least for the pumpkin. All done with the wet, and now it's time to combine the two. We're going to just fold in the wet into the dry, and it's time to add it to our pan. So just pour that in. You don't have to use a bun pan. You can use any kind of cake pan for this. Just give it a tap. And then we're going in a 350-degree oven. It's going to be about 50 minutes. Just test it with a knife, insert a knife into it or a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, you're good to go. And there is our bundt. I decided to ice/glaze it, so I'm using the rest of my pumpkin, which is about a 1/2 cup, maybe a little less, with 1 brick of soft cream cheese. Bring that to room temperature. Most of that I will save as a pumpkin cream cheese, and then I'll use the rest for my glaze. So let's whip that together. I took out all but a 1/4 cup of the whip, and I added a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and a sprinkling of cinnamon. I'm going to whip that all together, and if I need to, I'll add some of my milk over there. So this is still a little too thick for me, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the milk and give that a good blend. Alright, perfect consistency for me. I'm just going to drizzle this all over the cake. No technique required here, because it's going to just somehow magically become pretty. As you can see right here. And there's our cake. I'm going to cut a slice so we can see what it looks like and what it tastes like. It feels good cutting it. It looks not too bad. Now let's cut into it. Give it a shot, guys. It's pretty easy, pretty quick, and a very nice and easy dessert for Thanksgiving dinner. Let's give it a taste. Tastes pretty good. I'll see you in the next video, guys.